Hello, welcome back. So today we're going to do a little hair and makeup tutorial. A 2-in-1 today. I blow dried my hair this morning and just quickly put these little velcro rollers in just to help it give me a little bit of root lift. I'm just going to leave that, let that set and do its thing, and we're going to do skin first. I actually tried some of this Vita Liberata Beauty Blur. It's a tinted moisturizer and primer in one. I just tried it off camera just to see what it looked like, and it's cute. I'm going to try the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrops, I think they're called. Yeah, Eavesdrops. So these are like a sheer to medium coverage, and it just gives you a nice skin blur. So let's try these out. This is the shade number 7. I'm not sure if this will be a little dark, but we'll give it a go. Probably a little bit too dark for me, but it'll be fine. I'll match up to my tan. That looks pretty cute. You can still see your skin, but it still gives you a nice amount of coverage. It is exactly what I have been loving lately in foundations. I've always liked coverage. It just kind of helps even everything out. Then sometimes if it's too full coverage, it can look just too heavy on the skin, which I never thought I would say that. I was always for the fullest coverage foundation. But I'm definitely more on the medium coverage these days. I really like these. These are a yes for me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my Shape Tape. This is the shade Light Neutral. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this just on any areas I want a little bit more coverage. I'm just going to leave that and let it just kind of dry in a little bit. I'm going to go into my Too Faced Born This Way. This is the shade Honey. It's their multi-use concealer that I'm going to use to contour. So I'm just going to take some on my brush. This is a Morphe Y9 brush. Okay, once I have that down, I'm then going to go in with my concealer. Oh, by the way, this is the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Concealer in the shade 200. Been loving this concealer. I've actually been using this non-stop since I got it. But I have, I've been wearing it like pretty much every day, or every time I do my makeup. It gives a really nice coverage, but it's not heavy looking. I'm just going to go underneath my contour here. This just helps tidy up the contour a little bit. I'm just going to dab over the concealer that I put here. So just by leaving it for a few minutes before I blend it, it just kind of helps hold the coverage, because it kind of starts to set on the skin, and then as you blend it, it doesn't like blend as much as it blends when you just put it on. It just helps kind of hold down, like lock down more coverage. So before I go and set all that, I'm going to go in and do my blush, because I'm going to use a cream blush. I have these from Melt. I've been loving these. I got these a few weeks ago, and I've been using them ever since. I'm obsessed with them. A few different ones that I like the colour of, but these are 2 of the peach ones. I might go with this lighter one today, because we're going with a nice fresh spring look. So this is the shade Cali Dream. They're very pigmented, so you only need a little bit at a time. I'll show you now. So I just take a little bit. You could also use your finger if you want. And I just like to dab that on. So you can see I only picked up a very small amount onto my brush, but you get a lot of colour payoff. But it's okay, if you put too much on, you can just keep blending it. Like, you can just go in with your finger, your foundation brush, whatever, and it diffuses on the skin really nicely. So they're great if you're someone who doesn't really wear blush but kind of wants to start. I always think cream blush is the best, because it's so easy. You can just put it on and you can continue to move it around, whereas when you put a powder down, it kind of sits in that place. So I'm just kind of bringing it around my temple, just because it has that nice warm peachy tone. Just brings that nice warm peachiness into the skin. As someone who used to like hardly ever wear blush or very minimally wear blush, I have been putting blush all over my face lately and I have been absolutely loving it. I never thought I would be this person, but here I am. Now I'm going to take my Hourglass translucent powder, and as always I'm going to set underneath my eyes first and down along my T-zone. I'm going to go up then and just do my forehead. I don't ever put any powder up along my cheeks or my cheekbones because we went and added all that glow on. I was going to add powder to that, it would just set it down. And we don't want that. So I'm going to go in and do my eyes now. I got this yesterday, it's the Rare Beauty Eye Primer. So let's give that a go and see how it works. Just going to put some on my hand and then just apply it with a flat brush. This is a Marc Jacobs The Shadow Brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of translucent powder and just set the top part of my eye, so just underneath the brow bone. And then I'm going into this shade from Makeup Geek, it's called Potential. So it's this really nice yellow. I'm just going to take this and just apply it to the lid. I'm just going in with a dark brown shadow then, and I'm just kind of doing half of a wing. So I'm just going to wing just like the outer part. I'm not going to bring the line all the way in. I don't think I will anyway. That's my thought process so far. I'm just taking some of the shadow and just kind of applying it in the inner corner and along the like inner bottom part of my eye. Okay, I'm just going to go now and do mascara, and then we're going to add some little corner lashes on the end just for a little flare. So these are lashes I'm going to put on. They're just little half lashes. I made these myself. I just had a pair of lashes that I literally just cut in half, and this is them. I don't know what ones they were. I know they were from Makeup Geek, but I can't remember. They might have been. I think there's a pair called Nicole. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure. I love these just for adding on to the end of a wing. It just kind of makes your eye look a little bit more bing. I don't know how to describe it in a word. Now, so see, it just adds a little. I'm just going in with a little bit of my Marc Jacobs bronzer. So for my lips, I'm going to take some of the KKW Beauty lip products. I'm going to start with the lip liner. This is the Nude 1.5. And this gloss that I'm going to put on top is called Radiate. I almost forgot to add more highlight, so I'm going to just take my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter and just going to add a little bit more to my cheekbones. Okay, now let's get into this hair. I'm going to use my hair wand. This is from Amika. This one that I use comes in a little set of 5 different hair wands. The first time I did this hair look, I used the smallest one, which worked really well, but then the last time I did it, I used the one up from that, which is this size. There doesn't seem to be any number on it, so I can't tell you the barrel size, unfortunately, but it's the second smallest size in this kit, and this one worked really well. I really liked how it came out with this one, so I'm going to use this one again. I just washed my hair this morning because it needed to be washed, and I also just wanted to blow dry it and get a little bit of root lift at the top. I haven't perfected this hairstyle yet, but I just thought I would still film it anyway. I always try and wait until I have things perfect before I try and film them, and it's just just a waste of time. So as I said, my hair is quite fine, so with using the Velcro rollers, you can see there it gave me some like nice root lift, so hoping that will kind of carry through with this hairstyle. So I'm just going to section, and I'm going to start here. So all I do is curl it in little sections at a time. Again, as I said, my hair is fine, so I can kind of get away with using bigger sections in some places. So like, this is how much you want to curl it. And I will like alternate the direction of the curls. So don't put the curls in all the same direction. Oh no. This hair sticking to my gloss. The worst. So you want to curl some outways, some inwards, and just alternate it. And that's literally it. I'm hoping I don't burn myself. I don't want to jinx myself, but every time I curl my hair with a hair wand, I burn myself. I know there's gloves that you can use, but I hate using the gloves because they just completely get in the way. You can't like section the hair properly. You can't feel it because you have gloves on. So yeah, I'd rather burn myself than have to use them. So that is the first row done. I'm just going to continue to do the same thing all the way through. So I'll probably just speed this bit up. But when I get around to the top and the front, I'll talk you through that bit and what I do. Ow! Yes, I just burnt myself on my thumb and my finger all at the one time. And now we look like we're going Irish dancing. So I'm taking the back section here and I'm just going to curl these back. So I like to get a bit of root lift on that one and then just twist it back like that. Don't judge my roots. It's been quite some time since I've had them done. I was tempted to do it myself the other day. That could still happen. Ow! Oh, my arms. Okay, so I like to kind of make this look like a little fringe and it kind of just comes down on my face. And then again, do this in alternate directions. Just going to leave that for a couple of minutes just till the top bits kind of have time just to set in place. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to just run my hands through it and just kind of shake it out. I wish I had like more volume up here, but my hair is just so fine. A lot of volume doesn't always stay in it. So I wish I was able to make this bigger. If anyone has any tips, please leave them in the comments. I usually put a bit of oil in, and this is from Playa. It's called a Ritual Hair Oil. Now I just put a little smidge, like the tiniest amount, because as I said, my hair is fine and products weigh it down, especially oils. So I just like to kind of do that on the ends, just to get the ends nice and shiny. Don't usually put a lot of product in my hair because I don't like the feel of it in my hair, but I feel like for this look I might need something. So I have the Way Texturizing Hairspray and I'm just going to try. I just think it's so fun. Now I can just get the ends and just like at the end of a curl and just kind of push it up with my hand. So it just kind of, as you can see, it just gives it a little bit more fullness. Anyway, I'm still practicing this hair. It's not like 100% perfect the way I want it to be. I thought I would just still film it anyway. If anyone has any tips on like better ways to do it or different ways to do it, I'd love to know. We can all share our little tips and tricks. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the tutorials, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.